in the 3 tiers of courts, there is an initiative now in the state of Minnesota for e-filing, something that has been an undertaking for the last 2 years or so, and it's very exciting. Could you just describe what e-filing is and what the future of access to court records looks like in this state?
Sure. 2 years ago, we began an initiative we're calling eCourt Minnesota, and it was an effort to transform the court system from a paper-based system to electronic documents. Just like other parts of our life, electronics and technology is changing the way we go to the doctor, or the way we get our groceries, or the way we do our banking, or get an airline ticket. And the courts are trying to keep up with the rest of our culture in terms of moving towards this environment. So we began an initiative 2 years ago. We're about halfway through transforming this paper-based system to electronics for the benefits not only of our staff and our judges in terms of ease of use, but also for the public, so that there's remote access to documents. You don't have to travel to a courthouse, stand behind a counter, wait in line to get a document. It'll allow attorneys to easier file and serve each other in litigation. It is a transformational change. One of the things I'm proud of for our court system is we've innovated and kept up with change over the decades of our court system, but this is really one of the largest changes, not only for the culture of our staff and judges, changing the way we do business, but also for those who interact with us. So we're hoping to conclude this by the summer of 2016, where we'll have only electronic documents filed and only use electronic documents in our courthouses. So it's very exciting.
In your comments you made in the presentation earlier today, you're talking about some of the challenges, because documents that we commonly get in the trial court, I just got that yesterday in a court trial, the lawyers neglect to take out Social Security numbers, account numbers, which raises all kinds of issues about identity theft. Could you talk about what that challenge is for your office?
The exciting thing about the project is remote access. The scary thing about the project is remote access. And so we're trying to take a very deliberate and thoughtful approach as to what kind of documents would be put out there on the web for people to search and look at electronically. We're starting with our government subscribers, we call them, so public defenders and county attorneys, cities attorneys, what kind of things we'll give to them remotely. We're instituting new software to audit what people look at remotely, so that we'll be able to see that they're looking at the things they're supposed to look at. And then the Supreme Court has a rules committee that'll really be studying this issue of what is really appropriate to put out there for people to search from their home or from their office. And those rules will come out for public comment, and people will be able to say whether they think we're going too far or not going far enough. But it is something that we're taking in stages because of the fear that you mentioned.
Okay.
So the hope is that someday every citizen of this state would be able to sit at home and access certain documents that they should have access to from home. Because now people do need to travel to a courthouse, stand in line at a counter, and that's the only way that they can view things. So that is the hope and the goal of this project.
It is the hope that we will provide more convenience, just like every other business or public entity is trying to provide convenience, because we are a on-demand, want-it-now kind of society, and the courts need to innovate and provide that kind of service just like everyone else.